Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I am so glad you are here with me today. My name is Tammy and I own Walnut Creek Bath Boutique. Guys, soap makers, you know that moment after you've placed an order for fragrance oil and you excitedly get the box in the mail and you open it up and you think, oh, I can't wait to smell the smell. And then your world is shattered because you bought an 8-ounce bottle of the most disgusting fragrance you've ever smelled. That's me. I know better than to buy an 8-ounce bottle of fragrance oil of a fragrance I have never smelled before, but I'm weak. What can I say? I bought Lemon Unhinged from Midwest Fragrance. It is one of their newer spring or summer scents or whatever. And my husband and I always smell the fragrances as soon as they come in. We have like this little thing we do where we each smell them and give our thoughts, and we both really, really disliked this fragrance. He was like, "You're pitching that, right? That's gross." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm gonna make a soap with it." I mean, I really dislike it. There's something in it that is just off-putting. There is just this, it's the back end, and I don't have the fragrance notes in front of me, but whatever is hitting me on the back end of it is just so off-putting. But I'm making a soap with it. Let's see what it smells like after a couple weeks of curing. Let's see if the final product is as bad as the initial product. I'm really looking forward to this little bit of a test. Maybe this will be the best lemon scent soap I've ever smelled. I hope so, because I have 8 ounces of it. Let's get to making, guys. I just got done mixing my kale and clay in with my main batch there. I have pulled a little bit of apple green mica from Micas and More for my accent. I'm going to do my main body sunflower yellow from Micas and More. And I think I'm ready. I have some TD over here just in case I need it. No goat's milk, no coconut milk. This is just a full water. I've been really struggling getting excited to come up with a design on this soap because it just is just not, to me, it's just not good. It's so hard to just be this opposed to a scent. So we'll see what happens. But, I mean, it could be really good in the soap and it could be really popular. So I'm trying to tell myself I need to, like, you know, put my full effort into it. But it's just not easy. I am kind of anxious. I am anxious to see what it smells like at the end. I'm going to go ahead and put the fragrance oil in. I don't know how it behaves, honestly. I didn't read up on it. So I'm just going to stir it. Ugh, it stinks so bad. Ugh, so gross. I'm sorry, Midwest Fragrances. I love so many of your fragrances, but this one, I'm just not a fan of. It has a really sweet forward note, but whatever is on that back end, ugh, not for me, guys. I do know that the bottle says that it is has a little vanillin in it, but not a lot. It's a little thin still to pour. Oh, the yellow has a little bit of a trace on it. Let's see, what am I gonna do? I guess I'll just do this because the yellow's thickening up a bit. Just a little something different. Why not? Okay. Just because I really dislike this fragrance oil, I'm going to put glitter on it. Let's put some gold glitter. No, that won't show up. Let's do some super sparkles. All right, we'll cut it tomorrow or the next day. I'll probably put it off as long as I can. I will say it looks different. I'm not sure. What do you think? Just off the top, it almost has a wetness to it. Look. It has to be that glitter I put on there. So, let's see what it looks like on the inside. I don't know, the lights may be a little glaring in here, but I think the colors are kind of pretty. The swirl is pretty with just a soft green swirl and with the soft yellow. That's actually quite pretty. The top is pretty, maybe just a tad bit gaudy. The top, I don't know. I'm gonna just smell it really quickly. My camera's all cockeyed. I'll try to fix it. All right. I should probably not tape soaps that I just really think are gross. I'm not going to sell any of these online, I'm sure. Who of you would want to buy this soap with my reaction? But I'm more honest than is good for me sometimes. But the thing that makes me mad about this fragrance oil is I really like it for like 2 solid seconds. And then something comes up behind it and it just like, what is that? It is not pleasant at all. Okay, but this is only like first day cutting, right? I made this 4 or 5 days ago. I don't know. I forget. But it's only the first day. And I want to see, I'm not going to bring it back. We're going to give it maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And we're going to see if that scent mellows out in 3 or 4 weeks. And I can only hope it does. And I'm going to make my husband smell it again. So he won't go on tape and smell it. I'm not going to be able to film his reaction or anything. He has very little. As far as I am like over the top reaction sometimes, he's like the opposite. He's really like whatever, you know. He's like cool. Doesn't have a lot of reactions. So I will get his opinion in 3 or 4 weeks. Let's see what happens with the cure. And then I'll come back and I'll let you know final thoughts on this icky soap. And I'm so anxious to hear what you guys have to think. If any of you have bought this and what you think of it. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, it has been a little over 4 weeks since I made Lemon Unhinged. And there it is. You can see that it has discolored quite a bit. More of a yellow toned tan, dark tan or light brown. There's a bit of a tone to it, but it is definitely not the pretty color it was when I cut it. But the top also kind of calmed down a little bit. It was so shiny. It was weird. I don't remember what glitter I used. It was just kind of weird looking. I didn't know if I liked it or not, and I don't think I did, but it looks good now. I'm not happy. I'm fine with it. All right, so I have my bottle. I haven't smelled it in like 4.5 weeks. Okay. So, let me smell this. Yeah, I don't like it. All right, so final thoughts on the whole, you know, hate, whatever. It has toned down quite a bit in the soap. I actually don't hate it in the soap. It's funny how fragrances will change. You can't always go by out of the bottle scent. I don't love it in the soap. My husband felt like it smelled very medicinal in the soap. He did not remember hating the fragrance oil so much, so it was a good test for him to just like, here, what do you think of this one? And his first instinct's medicinal. I did take it to work and I made everybody smell it at work and just give me a yes or no. I just wanted a yes or no. And 9 said yes and 5 said no. That's not bad, right? Now they didn't smell the bottle, but that's not bad. And of the 9 that said yes, about half of them said they would buy it. And half of them said, probably not. If they had other options, they probably wouldn't pick it up to buy. But half of them did. So I think I'll get this 9 sold eventually. But I don't think it's going to be a very popular scent. But guys, I ended up doing a test in wax melts with this scent. And I really kind of liked it in the wax melt. Now, I could still smell that base, that, I don't know if it's a sandalwood, which I used to really hate, but I've come to kind of like a little bit of sandalwood. I don't know if that's what it is in the base notes, but it is just off-putting to me, and I can still smell it in the wax melt, but it's not like, I could live with it and I could be okay with that. And I did send that to a friend and her mom to test for me, and they absolutely loved it in the wax melts. All right. She didn't love it in the soap. She was indifferent mostly in the soap, but she really liked it in the wax melt. So I'm going to be using the rest of this bottle and making wax melts with it because I don't want to make soap with that again. It's crazy how not only does a fragrance oil change out of the bottle into an application, but just people's perception of it. I had a couple people say that it reminded them of something from their childhood, but they couldn't really place it. So it's just interesting how that works. Let me know, you soap makers out there or candle makers, if you've bought this fragrance oil and what you think of it. I'd be interested to know about that. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you liked it. You can give me a thumbs down if you hated it. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm out of here. See you next time.